Okay, guys, what happens if we're looking for sides or angles and we don't have right triangles? Okay, you have to be able to solve it. It can't just be only right triangles. We live in a world with more than just right triangles. Well, we have two things. We have the law of sines and the law of cosines. Today, we're just going to work on the law of sines. The law of sines says if you have the ratio of the sine of an angle to the opposite side, it will be equal to the sine of another angle to that opposite side. So basically, the sine of angle A to A being the opposite side, think of like when we do Pythagorean theorem, the ABC, is going to be the sine of B over side B. Okay? So it's just the ratio. The sine of an angle to its opposite side is equal to the sine of another angle to its opposite side. So I'm going to show you how to set up two problems here. Let's look here. We want to find AC. We're looking for this piece right there. So in order to do this, we're going to have that ratio. We have to have an angle set up with a side and an angle set up with a side. Well, 61, the sine of 61 is opposite 38. AC is across from angle B. So that'd be the sine of 57 is AC. Okay? Now we just cross multiply. AC sine of 61 is 38 times the sine of 57. Now, I'm not going to multiply anything out to the very end. I'm going to divide by the sine of 61, divide by the sine of 61. So AC equals, take in my calculator, I'm going to do the sine of 57 times 38. That'll give me 31.87. This here is 31.87. Divide that by the sine of 61, 36.44. Okay? So this is 36.44. Remember, make sure you're in degree mode. All right. So that is when we're looking for a missing side. Now let's see if we're looking for a missing angle. Hello, little Mr. DeBracco.
Yes. Hold on, people.
Guys. All right. Now we want to find the measure of angle D. We're looking for this angle right here. Do I have, right, an angle with an opposite side? Because the law of sines, right, you're going to need two angles in one side, or you're going to need two sides and one opposite angle. Well, I had set up 20 across from 72. So the sine of 20 over 72, that ratio is going to be equal to the sine of D over 105. Okay? Can we see that? All right. So now I only have to multiply by the 105. I want to keep this D here. So I'm going to have 105 sine of 20 over 72 is the sine of D. I'm going to change to red. I think it's better to see. All right. So I just multiplied here by the 105 to get rid of that. Okay. So I'm going to do 105 times the sine of 20. I'm going to divide that by 72. And that is approximately 0.499 is the sine of D. Okay, how do you solve for an angle? Yes, inverse sine. So D is the inverse sine of 0.499. Now, what you can do is you can just leave it in your calculator and do the inverse sine of the answer. This one gives you more exact. So do second sine, second answer, and I'm going to get D is 29.92 degrees. 29.92 degrees. Okay. There's some problems that I'm going to attach to the Google Classroom for you to try. I'll also have the solutions with them. Okay. It's just a ratio here. That's all you're doing. Ratio, ratio, ratios. All right, remember, it's the sine of an angle over its opposite side equals the sine of an angle over its opposite side. You can do any three of them. You need two angles in a side, or you need two sides and one opposite angle to that. Yes, there's going to be some combinations that don't work, and that will be the law of cosines, which will be the next video. Thank you.